I'm Jo Mosley and I'm the HR Director for the Salvation Army, where I've worked for the last 2 years now. I cover the UK and Republic of Ireland, but the Salvation Army is an international church and charity working in more than 130 countries around the world fighting poverty and social injustice. Within the UK, we have over 4,500 employees working in a range of services from homelessness, older people services, anti-human trafficking and modern slavery, supporting people back into employment. And we have over 600 different roles working at any one time, from prison chaplains to musical composers. So a really diverse group of employees working across the UK, alongside the Salvation officers, who are our ministers of the church, working across 700 churches within the UK and Ireland. For me, it's all about putting people at the centre of everything you do. I worked for many years in learning disability services, and what we really learned during my time there was actually if you treated your employees in a person-centred way, as well as the people you're ultimately supporting, it so changed the way people were able to more effectively deliver and engage with the work of the organisation. So that's something I've taken with me in all of the charities I've worked for subsequently. We really look at what people's personal motivations are, try and be much more agile and flexible in our approach to the workspace, so that people, whether they have caring responsibilities outside work, have families that they're bringing up, have other options and opportunities that they want to pursue as well as their day job, then we try and be as accommodating as we can around that, and I believe that really makes a difference to how engaged people are in the workplace. I think one of the things we've really tried to concentrate on over the last few months is really listening to our employees and the people we support. We've been developing a people strategy and a 5-year HR plan, but we've wanted to co-produce that with people from different functions across the UK and trying to work alongside people to see what would be most effective for them. It's no good us sitting in the HR team deciding the best ways of recruiting new people without actually speaking to recruiting managers across the UK about the issues they're having. And we've really tried to give employees a voice. We've developed a much more effective employee forum where people from across the organisations at all levels and in all roles can actually come together and tell us what really is meaningful for them in their workplace. And we've also brought in employee surveys through a digital tool so we can get real-time answers to questions about how people are feeling within their day-to-day roles. So listening, co-producing, that's been the real difference to our new plan and strategy. Well, for me, it's all about linking what people do in their day job to the real purpose of the organisation. Salvation Army does some incredible work, but sometimes when you're sat in a finance office in our Elephant and Castle headquarters or out somewhere covering a legal problem, it's really hard to remember what we do and what we're achieving. So one of the things we've just instigated is that every employee is allowed up to 3 days a year to actually go out and volunteer alongside our frontline services, because actually if they see what our people are doing and the real purpose behind their role and can see that direct link, how much more engaged is our workforce? Knowing that they're actually actively part of the fantastic work of the charity. We're also trying to do more things like lunch and learn sessions where people from our anti-trafficking and modern slavery unit come in and talk about what they do in their day job, or our international projects come in and talk about some of the fantastic work we're facilitating elsewhere in the world. So really linking purpose in everybody's day-to-day day job is what we're moving towards as an organisation. I think, like so many other charities working in the social care sector, we are really struggling to recruit and retain talent to want to work within social care. The needs of the people we're supporting are becoming more and more complex. The margins within service provision are tighter all of the time, and it's really difficult to recruit people into these challenging roles. We've been doing a huge amount of work around our employee brand, how people can find out about some of the wonderful opportunities to make a real difference to people's lives in social care. And once we've got that interest and we've recruited people into roles, how do we retain them? How do we really look at their employee experience and engagement and actually let them know what a difference they're making so they actually feel so valued as an employee within social care? Well, for me, I just feel like workplaces haven't changed that much since the 50s. I mean, most of us turn up each day to an office, we sit in desks and chairs that are very similar than they have been for many, many years. People are expected to work 9 to 5 roles, even though our whole society has shifted to having often both parents out working. And we haven't adapted or changed the way we work at all within our societies. So for me, it's about becoming more agile, being more flexible, being more inclusive in the way that we work. So we are looking at moving to a new territorial headquarters in the UK, and for me it's actually looking at what does that workspace look like? How do we actually look at levels of productivity for everybody coming into that environment? Collaborative spaces, places where they can work quietly. And do you have to be in the office every day? I love my team to be out about actually working alongside the people we're supporting. I want them to be out at homelessness hostels. I want them to be out visiting our local churches and community groups. So for me, it's the big challenge is to actually move with the times and look at different ways of working and different ways of engaging with your work.